The importance of materials check and reporting in case of determinations or termination. Procuring materials can be a complex and lengthy process for a contractor, depending on what kind of material are being demanded by the project. It is not a secret that the contractor has to commit to a considerable portion of his cash flow and his efforts for procuring material. Some material could be purchased over the shelf locally, whereas other materials may need to be purchased overseas and shipped to the country. And then there are long lead materials, which needs time to design, fabricate, and deliver to the project. To do all of that, contractors have to go through numerous steps and procedures, such as issuing RFQs, purchase orders, storing in warehouses in both overseas and local, shipping to the country, delivering to the site, and having it inspected by consultants. Each of these steps require documentation, which most of them must be initiated by the contractor. Let's see, why is it so important for a contractor to keep these records in check? First of all, contractors need to understand their entitlement for payment for material purchased that will be used in the project. It may depend on your contract, but most of the contracts have a provision for the contractor to get paid for certain materials in percentage when delivered to the site or when shipped. But to get paid for these materials, contractors will have to produce records such as material inspections, delivery notes, shipping notes, bill of landing, and invoices. As changes are inevitable in construction, there might be changes that are possibly initiated by the client, which will result in certain materials not to be used in the project. If the contractor has not kept its timely records for materials, there might be a chance where he would lose his entitlement to claim for the material. And in the worst case, the material gets stolen and could not be found in the records. By the time the contract ends, contractor may discover his losses, but will not be able to track down where these losses are coming from, due to the absence of such records. Due to the changes, there is chance that the contractor has to cancel some of the items which are being fabricated at the time, and suppliers may claim their damages from the contractor. In that kind of a situation, what will help the contractor to claim these damages from a responsible party is his timely records and reporting for the material. In terms of termination, the termination of contracts is an unfortunate event, but not a rare case in construction industry. In case of contract termination, although we know that the contract terminations is an unfortunate event, but not a rare case in the construction industry. Therefore, being a contractor, one must prepare for anything that comes to pass. After a termination, contractor has to deal with preparing his statement at termination to get paid for the balance work. One portion of this statement would show the claim for materials procured by the contractor. The records of material reporting could be used for contractor's contemporary records and his claim for materials procured. Most of the contracts provide a provision for entitlement of material procured to the client if it is paid by the contractor, and contractor is only obliged to hand over material to the client which he got paid for. But what if the contractor was not paid for certain material? Does that mean that the contractor has to bear the loss? Well, there are certain paths in contracts and under the law where a contractor could claim for what he is entitled for. But to prove his claim, records for that material must be provided. Therefore, keeping good records and reporting material is a healthy practice for a contractor to face any kind of situation that may come to pass. How to overcome the questions of liquidators? How to record the same or be in better position if these records do not exist? Construction is a place where many risks exist, and accordingly, the contractor needs to secure and allow for dealing with all kinds of risks when they are introduced. Whether you need help with claims, disputes, or drafting, or reviewing, or managing the contracts, we can help. Click the link in the description for a free consultation and find out how Pioneer can help you today.